Alrighty, YouTube, and welcome back to Fern Valley Farms YouTube channel, where on this channel we are pure country and we are beekeeping today. It is beautiful out. Spring is finally starting to come. It's the middle of March, what, 22nd, I think, something like that. The bees are out. They're happy. Happy bees makes me happy. Lost a couple of hives over the winter. It was like 30 below zero. I think, though, the hives didn't make it because of mites. Actually, I just put a video out on washing some of my dead bees off with alcohol, and I found a bunch of mites. So that might have done it, because they actually survived a good part of the winter, and I just lost this last one about 3 weeks ago. Number one there is doing really, really well. As you can see, that's my Carniola hive. Let me get over here. They're all out. It's warm. It's sunny. It's a beautiful day in northern Illinois. It's about stinking time. Sun's out. Things are starting to change color. Okay, enough of that. We're enjoying the weather. So, what this video is about, you can see my bees are out here. They're all having a good time. In and out. They're just... I'm even finding them up by my house. You can see way back there. I'm even finding them up by the house. I have horses, and I have a wheelbarrow set out where I have the horse feed in it. And there's bees in that. They're all looking for pollen. So that's what today's subject is, about pollen. You've seen this pollen substitute feeders that I've had before. I had them on those two sawhorses. I wanted to make something permanent. Because obviously I don't want to leave them sawhorses sitting here. I use those when I'm taking hives apart. I move them around, put the boxes on them. So I built this pollen substitute feeder stand, if you want to call it that. All this is so simple to do. It's a 4x4. It's actually an 8-foot 4x4. I cut about a foot of it off. It's 2 feet in the ground. I just dug it this morning. I dug it in a slop. I put some limestone around it, some crushed lime, so when it eventually dries, it'll get pretty hard. That thing won't move. It's down 2 feet. All it is a 4x4, and it's green treated. You want to have, if you build one of these, you want to do it with green treated lumber. That's made for decking. It's made for outdoors. It withstands the weather for a certain amount of time. This here, all these are is 2x8, 2x6s. I'm sorry, it's 2x6, and all I did was I put a 2x6 on one side, a 2x6 on the other side, and a piece in front, and I cut that little notch out. These feeders, these are so simple to make. You can see the bees are all in there. And I'll tell you why I made it like this in a second. Let me get out of their way here. All this is sewer pipe. It's a septic pipe. You can find it at Menards, Lowe's, any of these stores. I got it at Menards. These are 2-foot sections. There's a cap on one end, a solid cap, and then the opening cap on the other end. Really simple. You got about $10 in each one. $10 a piece, that's it. You buy the pipe, buy the cap, put the cap on, fill it with your pollen substitute, put the other cap on, you're done. It's that simple. Because actually in these feeders, this one here is cracked corn. The bees love this cracked corn. I have it for my steer, which I've said in other videos, they love it. And this one over here is pollen substitute. From Man Lake, it's that Ultra Bee, that's really, really good stuff. They like that too. But if they had to pick one, it seems like they're more all over the cracked corn. I don't know if they're getting the sugar out of it or what they're getting from it, but they like it. And I'm finding them in my horse feed, actually, too. So, anyways, that's my story. I built these feeders. This is so simple to build. Like I said, you can go buy these pipe. You can go buy these. You can even buy yourself an 8-foot long piece and cut it in pieces and make it to whatever length you want. All this is 4-inch pipe, solid cap on the back, an open end cap on the other end. I cut those notches. I just kind of traced this around here with a pencil. I just cut it out of my bandsaw, and this sits in here. It sits in there pretty tight. As I found last year, I had one of these. I had these hanging, pot feeders. I had it on there. I had it hanging on there. Well, as you can see, what's behind me is woods. So who knows what comes crawling out of the woods at nighttime. I know what's out there. There's coyotes, there's coons, there's possum. So you can see what I did here is I put these little hooks on here and I hung them over there. Well, I come out here in the morning, this thing would be hanging sideways. One morning, all the pollen substitute was dumped on the ground. I'm like, okay, that's got to change. I am not wasting that stuff. It's way too expensive, obviously. So the coons or something was getting at it at night. So this is a lot more solid. This ain't going nowhere. These things, they're in there pretty tight. It'll pop, if you hit it, it'll just pop right out. The only thing I might have to worry about is squirrels. Yeah, they seem to find their way into anything for the cracked corn anyways. But I designed this in such a way, I built it tall like this. It's 5 feet out of the ground. So now what I could do, because when I expand my hives, my plan, which was supposed to be this spring, splitting all these hives, but I got a few more new packages coming. I'm going to have hives all the way down here. And then on this side is where I put all my splits. When I split these hives, I put them on this side away from the other hives. But what I could do now is, like right here, I could run one this way and one this way, pointing that way. And then this way, if I wanted, I could put another one down here pointing the other way. So I could have up to 6 feeders on here if I wanted. In reality, about another couple weeks, once things start blooming, the bees probably won't be touching any of this because all the natural pollen will be coming out and all the nectar, and that's what they want. But you want to feed your bees. Very, very important. Feed your bees. Can't emphasize that enough. They're out looking for something right now. Inside the hive, there is still sugar in there. They're not really eating too much of the sugar. There must be enough honey in there still, which is good. So there's still sugar patties in there. I just checked it yesterday. But they're out. It's nice. It's beautiful out. They want to get out, and they're looking for something. So feed your bees. And try the cracked corn. See what you think. Mine love it. Like I said, I don't know if it's the sugar in the corn and the carbs or whatever they're getting out of it. I can't give you an exact. I should research that. If somebody knows the exact answer, let me know. Like I said, there is sugar in corn. So maybe they're going for that. So anyways, yeah, feed your bees, very important. So I just wanted to show you guys how I built this thing. This thing is sturdy. And this ain't going nowhere. Once that settles down there, once that really dries, it'll be really hard. Like I said, I wanted something permanent here. So anyways, hopefully your bees are doing good this spring. I'm not going to open this yet. I mean, it's warm enough now I could. I'm still going to leave the insulation around that hive. Probably end of March, beginning of April, I'll pull it off. But yeah, if your bees are out, they're looking for something, get that pollen substitute. You can buy those feeders too. They're blue and they're like, they go like in a circle all the way around. You could buy those too, and they work just as good. This is a lot cheaper, and I like it. It's long. You know, there's plenty of room for them to go inside there. It just seems to work really, really well, and you can see it's working. What you want to do, though, when you put these out, I forgot, take a little bit of lemongrass oil and put it right here on the ends. The lemongrass oil is an attractant. It'll help attract the bees to it. I put some on a few days ago. Once they know it's there, they just keep coming back. I came out here this morning. It was a little cool when I was digging this hole, and they really weren't doing much. And I walked out here about 1:30, and they're all out having a good time. And you could see how many bees, I don't know if you can see or not, are in there. And they're actually pretty friendly right now. This hive last fall was mean. Oh my God. You go near this hive, they just come at you. So hopefully they've mellowed over the winter time. So anyways, that's my story. I hope you liked it. If you like the videos, consider subscribing to the channel, support the channel. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. That always makes somebody feel good. If you do subscribe, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Click that bell and you will get a notification every time a video comes out. Now that spring is coming, bee season's coming, a lot more farm stuff is coming. It's amazing once the weather starts to change, things get really busy out here. The grass will be growing, lots of farm stuff that will be happening out here now. Horses will be getting out on the pastures, you got to check fence. A lot of beekeeping stuff. I got 3 packages coming in April. I'll be installing bees, putting some new queens in my splits, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, hopefully you liked the video, and I will talk to you guys later, YouTube. All right, bye.